All right, so if you read the book of Luke chapter 17, I think we're like 1 to 5 or 1 to 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, you will see that there was a point, I am not sure, but I'm not sure. But the Bible recorded that the disciples were gathered unto Jesus, or it was either Jesus that actually called on them, and they began to expose certain things to them. And so, I'll paraphrase. He told his disciples that they should develop this attitude that constantly forgives one that offends us. He told them that he told the disciples that they will be offended, and even if they are offended on a regular basis, when the person comes to seek their forgiveness, to seek their forgiveness, they should not withhold such from that person. In that particular portion of in that particular portion or passage of the scripture, Jesus said to his disciples that if that person is to offend you 7 times a day and comes back to you 7 of those times you offended you to apologize or seek forgiveness, Jesus actually encouraged his disciples to forgive such a one. But sadly, so we live in a time where Christians, where believers are finding this thing hard to do. So they have come up with some sort of beautiful explanation to just to just make themselves and people and the hearers of this explanation feel good about their decisions in a matter like this. So that you have someone offend them for a while, and then you have just like those person or that particular person comes back to apologize to them, and rather than forgiving that person, they don't. And not only do they not forgive that person, they now go about saying all manner of disdainful things against that person. There was a time I was talking to a friend of mine, and he started saying certain things about a guy, one of his real G's, one of his main guys, mainest guys. So he began saying some kind of like very distasteful thing about this friend of his, and I had to stop him. I told him, go stop this thing. All of these things you are telling me about this guy now. Have you mentioned any of these things to the guy? He said no. So I said, don't tell me. What you should do is you should take this offense of this guy to the guy and hope that in so doing he will come to his right senses and apologize. And so when he does, what is expected of you to do is to forgive him. And part of the implications, part of the things, um, about my opinion, part of the thing that entails forgiveness is forgetfulness. That if I've truly forgiven you, part of the ways that actually shows that I've truly forgiven you is that I forget your offense towards or against me.